stuff that you have about Abraham came later than that in the Quran.
Yeah, okay, here's the difference. When Jesus came with the message of God, okay, he did not write it down in the New Testament.
Yeah, I know that.
So there was no New Testament around.
I know that.
The New Testament was written much later.
Correct.
Do you agree?
I agree.
Okay, now compare this with the Quran. When the Quran was revealed to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the first thing he said to his scribes is to write it down.
Yeah, but how can
and then he memorized, sorry, the first thing is he memorized it
how can he
and
write
then
down about
scribes.
Abraham and Isaac and all that?
Because if God gives you the information directly, how do you think Moses knew about Adam after so many thousands of years?
Yeah.
By God.
But it was written down.
Yeah.
But you just said that part of the Bible doesn't...
No, I'm saying during the time of Jesus, nobody wrote it down.
But the Bible, I'm talking about the Bible as a whole. You're talking about the New Testament.
Okay, so the Bible as a whole, first and foremost, where are the writings of Moses? Or even within 100 years of his time?
Where are the writings of Abraham?
We don't need writings of Abraham, we have got the Quran. Do you not realize what I'm saying here?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't get it.
Okay.
How do you know about Abraham?
Let's
how do you know about
let's
Abraham?
backtrack one.
Wait, how do you know about Abraham?
Let's take a few steps back. Yes. So for us,
where was that writing
wait.
from?
You need to understand that when a message comes to the prophet and a messenger, the message is directly revealed to him. Okay? Through an angel, obviously. Now, this message is memorized by the messenger.
Yeah.
And then it's conveyed to other people.
Yeah, and they write it down.
Within 100 years of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we still have manuscripts available to this day.
Within 100
Do you have any manuscripts within the 100 years of Jesus or Moses? No, you don't.
Well, within 100 years? Yes,
Yes,
you do.
no, you don't.
Yes, you do.
Where? What manuscripts?
Paul was writing something 50 years after.
Where are the manuscripts?
Where's your name? I don't have it. Like in a museum? I don't know.
Have you researched it?
Yes.
Okay, what's the name of the manuscript?
Like the Dead Sea Scrolls?
Oh, that's of the Old Testament or the New Testament?
There's parts of the New Testament in there.
No.
No?
No. The Dead Sea Scrolls are at least 11 to 1200 years after Moses. Yeah. So you got a gap of more than a millennia. Not 100 years.
No.
More than 1,000 years.
There's parts of the New Testament in there.
No, it's the Old Testament only.
No, they were nice. No,
Yes, you should go and research it, my friend. Okay?
We all know this.
So, yeah, you can Google it, no problem. Okay?
I'm a double check.
The New Testament.
Will you at least, if it's true, will you at least admit that you're wrong?
No, you won't.
Of course
You'll go back.
wrong. When I'm saying this, I believe that I don't know what I'm talking about. That's why I'm going to Google it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Yeah. So the Old Testament.
I can tell you this: that Paul was writing 50 years. Paul's writings are 50 years from his time of his life.
Paul ever meet?
And that's less than 100 years of Jesus' life.
How is that evidence when you don't have the manuscripts?
Wait, you said there's no manuscript.
Yeah, if you don't have evidence, then it's no evidence. I can't just go based on your claim that he wrote 50 years after. Even 50 years, that's half a century, you know?
But I'm going off your claim.
No, but I have evidence of manuscripts. If you want, I can show it to you. The physical evidence is still there. We have two modes of transmission of the Quran. One is the actual manuscripts, and the other is the oral transmission. You know, the Muslims, they memorize the Quran from cover to cover. Are you aware of that?
Yeah.
Yes. We got at least 15 to 17 million Muslims any time of the year.
It's really impressive.
Yeah, and no other Bible, no other scriptures which considered to be holy are actually memorized like that, unlike the Quran, which itself is a miracle actually, because even the non-Arabs, they memorize the Quran.
You're right, it stops at Psalms. They have Psalms.
Thank you very much.
You're very smart.
Okay?
Yeah.
So I don't make up things, I make sure I research it before I proclaim it, because that's the way you should do
really
it.
Smart.
Yeah, it's not about smart, it's getting the evidence for what you're claiming. That's all I'm asking. When somebody makes a claim, provide the evidence. Okay? And by the way, the Old Testament, like I said, there's a gap of a millennia. How can you believe any of that?
Because it's even a bigger gap from when the Prophet wrote it down. But you're just saying it's divine, so it's a get out of jail free card.
So the gap.
Don't use archaeology as a you can't use archaeology as a scapegoat for me.
It's not a scapegoat. It's evidence.
Yeah, but
it's evidence. It's evidence against the claims you make.
Well, what's the evidence that Muhammad was right when he wrote what he wrote down?
Because we don't have one manuscript, we have got several, and they can all be corroborated.
But wait, he's writing something that happened more than a millennia before he existed.
By the way, he did not write it down. The scribes wrote it down.
But he's writing something down more than a millennia than when it happened, correct?
No, I'm talking about the Dead Sea Scrolls.
No, I'm talking about what is written about Abraham in the Quran.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't that. The direct revelation came.
The direct revelation about what happened way before, right?
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Well, then,
If Moses...
the manuscripts are millennium.
Okay,
It was
did
written
Moses...
a millennium years after.
Listen,
but this is written
did
after.
Moses live in the time of Adam?
What's that?
Did Moses live in the time? How many thousands of years after?
I'm not using that as a scapegoat. You are.
It's not a scapegoat, it's called evidence.
Was the Prophet Muhammad around the time of Adam?
If the message came directly from God...
No, was he around the time of
I'm
Adam?
answering you if you relax.
Was he around the time
Relax,
of Adam?
I'll answer.
No, you relax.
No, you're the one who's worked up, not me.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay? So if Moses... It's the same analogy I'm giving you with regards to Moses, like that of Moses, the message came to him directly from God.
I agree
He
with
didn't
that.
need to live in the time of Adam.
Yeah, I agree.
So when the message comes to you directly from God, then God knows history.
Okay.
And whatever God
I
sees
agree with
is
that.
true.
I agree with that.
Similarly, if the message came directly to Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, why does time matter?
Yeah,
When
it
God
doesn't
knows...
matter.
Exactly, that's what I'm telling you. So
I'm
let's
saying if the
agree
Holy
on that.
Spirit- No, but I say if the people who are divine and writing direct revelation from God in the New Testament, then it doesn't matter.
No, but you're saying they were writing. Where are these writings? We have the writings for the Quran.
Wait,
Do you have the
there's no
writings?
writings for the New
Do you have
Testament?
writings? No, not until hundreds of years after Jesus. Hundreds of years. No, what's 150 years is only a fragment. P52.
So no one wrote anything down?
No, they wrote, but maybe it's lost. I don't know. That's up to you guys to deal with. It's your problem, not mine.
When they wrote it down, no, it's not a problem.
No, it is a problem if you don't have evidence.
What do you mean?
Okay, I'll tell you why it matters. When you
Do you
make
know how many manuscripts there are? Do you know how many manuscripts there are that we know about Caesar Augustus?
how many?
How many? No. Do you think he existed?
Does it matter to me?
I don't know. Do you believe he existed?
But does it matter whether he exists for me or not? It doesn't matter to me because my because
you're talking about manuscripts equal.
If we were taking a history exam, it would matter. But what I'm dealing here with is the afterlife. My afterlife doesn't depend whether Julius Caesar lived or not.
My afterlife doesn't depend if
It depends on your manuscripts.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, so you don't believe in manuscripts?
No.
In your books then?
I didn't say you don't believe in my.
So you don't believe in your books?
You're talking circular now. It doesn't make
I'm not
sense.
talking circular. When you're going to say that your books are not reliable.
No.
Then
You saying that my books are not reliable. I never said that.
Okay, so on what basis are they reliable? You don't have the manuscripts, you don't have the oral
Divine
tradition.
revelation from God.
Say again?
Because they're divine revelation from God.
Yeah, but that was to Jesus.
No.
And Jesus did not write down anything. We've been through this already.
Muhammad didn't write down anything.
He had his scribes write it
Oh,
down.
Jesus had scribes.
Where is there? Name me one scribe.
Why do I need evidence?
In the time of Jesus, there was no New Testament. So what scribes are you talking about?
Of course there was no New Testament.
What
He is the
scribe?
New Testament.
No, the New Testament was written much later.
Who wrote Jesus' words?
Why is this guy arguing for the sake of argument? You haven't researched this. Look how many steps you went back. At least 6. Come forward.
Oh, because I told you I had to go an hour ago.
Yeah, I know, but you were still there an hour. Okay, look.
It's weird. It's weird I got this far because all we've been doing is going in circles.
No. You are going in circus up there, maybe.
I know. I already told you I'm not smart. Hey, thank you for your time.
No problem. What's your name?
Thank you. My name is Fulton.
Fulton, I'm
very
Hashim.
humbled that you took the time.
By the
you
way,
took time to
read the
talk to me.
Quran, and next time we have a discussion on the Quran. How about that?
I have a lot of reading to do.
But never.
One chapter at a time.
Never.
Do you have a larger print? I'm old.
Get your glasses, man. You look
Yeah,
at
these ones have even worse.
No sunglasses.
It's the blind leading the blind.
All right, thank you. Take care.